guys, it's Comic Uno. Today I'm doing an advanced review for Morning Glories issue 26, and I also have an advanced review for Invincible issue 102 for this week, which both issues are coming out next week. And Invincible advanced review is on Dark Avenger Inc., which you can find Dark Avenger Inc. in the description below. There'll be a link for that channel, and you go check out that review also. But let's talk about Morning Glories issue 26. I will not spoil this issue because it is advanced review, but I'll try to hint at some things. Let's talk about this issue. This is the second season premiere type of thing. That's what they've been calling it. They've been breaking up to seasons, and I understand that. Now, finally, we get to see Casey. And we haven't seen Casey in the longest time, and she's actually the leader and main character of the series, and we have not seen her in a while. So I think she's going to be more of a main character in this season, and we get to see that in this issue. We get to see a breakup between past Casey and present future, because she's in the future, Casey. So we get to see, or actually she went to the past because she time traveled a long time ago, if you didn't remember that. So we get to see Casey changes her identity, and she changes her hair black. Well, now this is the past present Casey, and she actually follows up to the time where past Casey ends up in high school. So obviously something was happening in high school that Casey realizes, and I'm not going to spoil the ending, but she does somehow get into past Casey's life. And that's what this whole issue is about. And it's really interesting. This is one of the best issues of Morning Glories in a while. Casey's my favorite character of the series, and it's one of those stories that is actually understandable. They kind of know everything that was going on, but it has that mystery to it. And one thing I love about Morning Glories is that it has a confusion, but it's a good type of confusion. Actually, recently for class, I've been watching a lot of movies that have that confusion, but it's a good type of confusion. You want to just analyze more of it. It's like one of those series that, in one of those movies, what I'm talking about, one of those movies that you have to watch more than once to understand. And that's what Morning Glories is. You have to read it more than once to understand it, and I think you have to analyze it, and a lot of comics don't do that, and I'm glad that Morning Glories is doing that. And honestly, if I wasn't taking that class at school, I wouldn't notice that, but because I was watching like Mulholland Drive and like The Trial and stuff, so those are movies that you need to analyze more than once to understand it. And with Morning Glories, I finally realized you have to read it more than once to understand it, I'm sure. And that's why I always say that you have to read the series in trade, because to understand the series, it's honestly better just to read it not every month and read it just in a trade. And honestly, once the series is over, I probably will read every issue again to understand it better. But the one story with Casey, it's one of those stories that you understand what's going on, but there is that mystery to it. With the other students, there's just so much confusion going on. It's like, I really don't know what's going on. But with Casey, it's like, alright, there's a mystery to it, but I got the gist. So that's why I do like Casey's story a little bit more. I like her character a lot. And in this issue, it's a confusion. It's a good type of confusion, but you also get the gist of the story, and you want to know more with this cliffhanger. And that's why I really like this issue, because it's finally back to that mystery, but you're not so confused that you don't even know what you just read. So I give this 5 stars, honestly. It's a really good issue. I really love this issue, and I think it's back to the Morning Glories we all love. And again, I think this is a better series to read in trade, but I like that the series is a series you can analyze, a series that you can't just read once to understand. It's a different type of series. If you're not reading Morning Glories, read it. Definitely read it in trade. I recommend. I only read it every issue because I can't wait for the next issue. But if I maybe should have read it in trade to get a better understanding. But I will. I'm invested to the series enough that after the series is over, I will read every issue again to completely understand the series. And maybe I'll do a total review of Morning Glories, because I think Morning Glories is supposed to be a 100 issue series. So maybe I'll do a whole series review once the series ends in a couple of years. But pick up this issue when it comes out next week. It's really good. If you like Casey, it's a good story. It's a little confusing, but it ends to a point where you're like, I know where this is going, and it's interesting. And it's a good type of confusion. Read Morning Glories if you're not reading it. Good series, 5 stars, guys. If this wasn't an advanced review, it might have been my pick of the week, actually. So, definitely read it. Might be my pick of the week next week. Who knows? I don't know how I'm actually going to work that, because the advanced review has never been a pick of my week so far. So we'll see. Maybe I'll, make Morning Glories my pick of the week if issue doesn't beat it next week. But we'll see. We'll see how that works. But in the comments below, you can tell me if you think I could do that or whatever. So this Comic Uno, hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I do more advanced reviews in the future. I've actually done 3 in a row, and I haven't done that in a while. I usually don't do advanced reviews that often. So yeah, but tell me what you think in the comments below. This is Comic Uno. Guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the rant situations, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.